TinkerCAD tips. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, let's do a fun one, an easy one for the beginners. I've been working on these. There's some superhero rings. These would be perfect if you're having like a kid's birthday party or whatever. These are super simple to make. See, I have a number of them that I've been working on here and printing up. I give these away sometimes to like my Amazon drivers for their kids and stuff. They really enjoy that sort of thing. So let me show you how to make these. Let's just grab everything here. Slide that all off to the side. Zoom in a bit here. All right, let's grab a cylinder. Drop that cylinder out here. Let's change the number of sides. Let's max that out to 128 so that it's smooth. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to hold down Alt and Shift, and in the corner, I'm going to change this measurement to 25. Here we go. Let's go ahead and rotate this over on its side. D to drop it to the work plane. Let's make a duplicate of that. Come up here and click Duplicate. I'm going to shift it back this way. All right, now this one here I want to lift up a bit. Get a lift here. Whoops. Didn't want to do that. I wanted to grab it right here. And we're going to change this measurement down here to 12.5. So the bottom of this one is halfway through the middle of this one. And I'm going to drop this down here. Let's change my settings here to off. A little bit more granularity in my measurement. And I want that just a little bit above the edge of this other one. Okay, there we go. Let's bring out another cylinder here. Let's do the whole cylinder. And again, I'm going to increase the number of sides to 128. Alt and Shift. I'm going to change this measurement to 21. Let's make it a little bit taller here. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to rotate it over on its side. All right, let's center that and this cylinder over here. So I'm going to shift select both of those. L to align. I'm going to click on this one here to the left to make it the master so it doesn't move. Center that way, center that way, center that way. Okay, now we have the hole through the center. All right, now in order for these to print pretty well, we got to have something that attaches to the bottom. You can see here with the circle, this isn't going to have much contact with the build plate. So while I have an opportunity here, let's nip a little bit of that off. Let's bring out a whole cube. Let's change this top measurement to 0.75. Let's make it a little bit longer. Let's put that underneath. There we go. Make sure it's long enough. A little bit more out the back. There we go. And see, that'll clip off just a little bit of the bottom, so this will fit flat on the build plate. Now we need to make the curved part of it here, and for that we're going to use another cylinder here. Let's take that. Again, let's change the number of sides. Make it as smooth as possible. Let's rotate it over on its side. All right, now this is just personal taste here, but we're going to do a little bit of stretching on this. We're going to stretch this into a big oval. We're going to squish it that way just a little bit. Let's make this a little wider. Okay, now we're going to take and drop this about halfway down. And I can use my shift and cursor keys and shift nudge this into place. And what I'm looking for here is for where this is going to be cutting into this other cylinder. If you watch here, I'm going to shift nudge this into place. But we need to bring that up just a little bit to about there. Okay, and you can see where that's going to make a cut here. Let's make this a little bit taller. I'm going to cursor down here. Let's change my snap grid to 0.1. There we go. That looks about right. Okay, now let's make a duplicate of that. Control D. I'm going to shift nudge that over to this side. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to shift nudge it over a little bit till it's pretty close. There we go. Now to make sure this is all centered, I'm going to shift select both of those ovals. I'm going to bundle group them together. That's Control B on the keyboard. Now while I have those selected, I'm going to shift select that top cylinder there. L for align. Click that top. Right there. All right, I think I've got everything in place. Let's select all of that. Control G to union group. And there you have it. Kind of a quick and easy ring. Let's drop that to the build plate. Now let's put something on it. Now for this next part, I just went over to Google here and I typed in comic book hero icons clip art black white. And then up at the top here, I selected images and I get all of these images that I can choose from. And I'm looking for icons that are going to fill that round space. So things like this one here might be difficult because of the detail. This one might be tall and it won't really take up, a circle very well, but I've found this one here. This one should work really well. I'm going to right click on it, save image as. Here's the folder that I send everything to. This one happens to be a JPEG. Now we need to make an SVG out of that. And for that, I always come over to my favorite conversion site, convertio.co. Choose Files. There's my clip art. I'm going to click Open. In the drop-down, I'm going to select SVG. Click on Convert. Give it a moment. I'm going to click on Download. There's my favorite folder again. I'm going to click on Save. Now I'm going to jump back over into TinkerCAD. Let's bring that in. I'm going to click on Import, choose a file, select that. I'm going to click on Art, and in the size here, I want to take this largest size and I'm going to make it 23 millimeters, which is just slightly smaller than the 25 millimeters that we used to make that cylinder. Give that a moment to import. There's our SVG. We're going to click on that. I'm going to change the size to just 1 millimeter. Now let's get it on top of the ring here. So I'm going to hit W for work plane. I'm going to put the work plane on top of the ring. And while that SVG is selected, I'm going to hit D to drop it to the work plane. Let's put the work plane back on the default. W again. Now while that SVG is selected, I'm going to shift select the ring. L to align. I'm going to click on the ring to make it the master so it doesn't move. And we're going to align both of those directions. Now, you could group this together and print this where you would do a filament change at layer command, or you could do this as a two-color print. So let's duplicate all of this. Control D. Let's bring that over here. Okay. Let's take that SVG. Let's make a duplicate of it. Let's make the duplicate a hole. While we have that hole selected, I'm going to shift select the ring. L to align. I'm going to click the ring again, and I'm going to click this top button here. So right now, that hole is embedded in there. I'm going to select the two of those, Control G. All right, now we need to drop that SVG in there, and for that I'm going to use the work plane tool, or I could simply select the two of these. L for align again, click the ring, drop that in there, and there you have it. That one could be printed as a 2-color embedded. So there you have it, super simple project in TinkerCAD, superhero rings. Might be kind of a fun thing to make a bunch of these and give them away at a birthday party. If you have any comments, you know where to drop those. Like, follow, and repost. See you on the next one. Keep learning TinkerCAD. Become a TinkerCAD superhero.